It's now time for girls high school basketball on Cool 101.7, Cool1017online.com, Cool TV, and tonight our viewers on Armstrong. Broadcast being brought to you by Walker Brothers Chevrolet, Howard Hanna, Bainbridge Kaufman Real Estate, Bradley Automotive, Donovan Bauer Auto Group, Patterson Auto Wrecking, Girardi LP, Westbury United Methodist Retirement Community, Flicks TV and Appliance, Armstrong, and by the area shopper. Good evening, everybody. Chuck Stomp along with Joe Vilke as we bring you this battle for first place in Region 2 in girls basketball as the Lady Tigers here at the Woodshed play very, very good basketball, volleyball, whatever it is. They're coming in with an outstanding record. They have played 14 games. They have won 11 of those. But in the region, they're undefeated at 5-0. Meanwhile, for the Cochranton Cardinals, they have played 14 games, won 7. They have lost 7, but they've been tough in the region. They have a record of 4-0. So it's all on the line here. The first meeting of the season between these two ball clubs out here. Should be an interesting contest. If the JV game was any indication of what we're going to have in the varsity game, wow. JV game goes into OT. Cochranton pulls it out after leading most of the way. Maplewood towards the end of regulation able to tie it up on a couple threes by post, and then one almost at the buzzer. Went into overtime, but Cochranton comes away with an 28-25 victory over the Lady Tigers. So it's all set up for the varsity game. Good evening, Joe.
Good evening, Chuck. Here we go with another good game, that's for sure. JV, like you said, if the JV game is any indication of what we're going to see here in varsity, we're in for some real entertaining basketball here on Cool Radio and Cool TV and Armstrong tonight.
Certainly look forward tonight. It looks like we have a real nice crowd in here tonight.
We do. A lot of people.
Near side of the court, side we are on, is just about packed. Across the way, well, one side over there on the left side, a few more fans can file in there, but if you're still on your way, come on out and enjoy this contest here tonight, as this is just the second of 4 games we are having in a row here. Last night we had Cochranton Lakeview boys. Lakeview come from way behind to win that one. Tomorrow night, a big rivalry in boys, and it'll be Sagertown hosting Cambridge Springs. And then on Saturday night, we will be featuring the Cash Mash alumni game, both the men and the women. So we look forward to that. We'll take our first time out on the pregame show. We come back, we'll find out how these two teams got here right after we take this pause.
From home to school and back again, Girardi LP has safely transported students in the Cochranton area for over 60 years. Whether you need a bus for wedding parties, birthday celebrations, engagement parties, class reunions, whatever your next transportation needs are, considering calling Girardi LP. Girardi LP is glad to support all Cochranton athletes. We are delivering the future. Girardi LP, 7619 Vincent Road, Cochranton. Phone 425-3603, 425-3603 for Girardi LP.
Patterson's Auto Wrecking in Cochranton has been serving the surrounding area since 1958. They carry used auto and truck parts and a large selection of new aftermarket parts. Patterson's has a variety of used and rebuilt vehicles for sale. Patterson's ships parts across the country. Call 814-425-7415 or toll free 800-822-2028. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to noon. Patterson Auto Wrecking is located 3 miles south of Cochranton on Old Route 322.
This is Cool TV.
And we're right back here at the Woodshed. Chuck Stomp, Joe Vilke. getting ready for this varsity game. Will be starting probably about 15 to 20 minutes late than we had anticipated. Usually they start around 20 after, but well beyond that before we get started because of that JV game going into overtime. Well, the Cochranton Cardinal girls team, a lot like the boys team, they can't get consistent winning back-to-back games. They've done it only twice this season. Started the season off by winning over Fort LaBeouf, then lost back-to-back Northeast and Greenville, and then also a 3-game losing streak to the Lady Bobcats of Seneca. Then won their first 2 in a row, Union City and Rocky Grove. Lost at Franklin, got the victory against Girard and also against Sharpsville. Last time they had won 2 in a row. Lost to Greenville, defeated Sagertown, and then at Conneaut they lost that one. They had that one we had here on Cool 101.7. It was a battle, but they lost that one in the long run, 50-31. Then their last 2 ball games defeated Cambridge Springs 44-31. And at West Middlesex, they lost that one. It was a tough loss, 60-55. Meanwhile, for the Maplewood girls, they lost the season opener to Sacred Heart Academy. That was a 20-point loss. Then against Union City got the victory. Won over Fort LaBeouf. Lost to Conneaut, 50-42. Then they won it against Grove City, Youngsville, General McCain, Cambridge Springs, and also they were victors over Union City again in Rocky Grove, and also Cranberry and Sagertown. So they won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in a row. But that streak was broke by Franklin on the 15th last Monday. They lost that one 47-29, of course, a bigger school. We're just probably about 5 minutes away. Time they have the national anthem starting lineups before we get starting here tonight. For the Cochranton Cardinals, they're averaging 47.3, giving up 42.3. They're shooting 58% from the foul line. They're paced in the scoring column by Shelby McBriar, the senior at 5'6", averaging 12.5 points per ball game. Just under 10 points per contest is Eve Pfeiffer. She is a junior, 5'9". Marcy Williams, just under 7 a ball game. She is a junior at 5'3". And also Marley Rodax. She is averaging just under 6.5 points per ball game. Meanwhile, for the Lady Tigers, under the head coach of Sean Rhodes, their top 3 players, it is Savannah O'Hara, averaging 11.3. Just over 10, Madison O'Hara. And at 10 is Maggie Means. So 3 players averaging in double figures for the Lady Tigers on the campaign. About 2 minutes away from getting things underway. Let's take this brief time out, and when we come back, we'll be getting ready for girls basketball tonight. Battle for the region lead. It is Cochranton and Maple. Right here on Cool 101.7, Cool1017online.com, Cool TV, and Armstrong.
From home to school and back again, Girardi LP has safely transported students in the Cochranton area for over 60 years. Whether you need a bus for wedding parties, birthday celebrations, engagement parties, class reunions, whatever your next transportation needs are, considering calling Girardi LP. Girardi LP is glad to support all Cochranton athletes. We are delivering the future. Girardi LP, 7619 Vincent Road, Cochranton. Phone 425-3603, 425-3603 for Girardi LP.
Patterson's Auto Wrecking in Cochranton has been serving the surrounding area since 1958. They carry used auto and truck parts and a large selection of new aftermarket parts. Patterson's has a variety of used and rebuilt vehicles for sale. Patterson's ships parts across the country. Call 814-425-7415 or toll free 800-822-2028. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to noon. Patterson Auto Wrecking is located 3 miles south of Cochranton on Old Route 322.
just moments away from this game between Cochranton and Maplewood in girls basketball. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please join in the playing of our national anthem.
All right, we had some youngsters singing the national anthem there. A little hard for us to hear on radio, but they did a really nice job here inside of the woodshed here at Maplewood High School as we get ready for varsity action here on Cool 101.7 Radio, Cool TV, and Armstrong tonight. So getting a little late start, as Chuck was talking about here, as we get our starting lineups.
For the Cochranton Cardinals, here are the starters. Shelby McBriar, she is a senior, 5'6". Heath Pfeiffer, junior at 5'9". Also Williams starting at 5'3". Marley Rodax, junior at 5'6". For the Lady Tigers, Savannah O'Hara, senior. Madison O'Hara, she is a junior. Megan Means, a sophomore. Madison Eimer, a junior. So we are ready to go. Once again, the Cardinals coming in at 7-7 overall, 4-0 in the region. Maplewood 11-3, 5-0 in the region.
All right, if you're just tuning in, got a little bit of a late start because of the JV game going into overtime. That was won by Cochranton, 28-25. So that's why we're just getting started here at about 7:40 here this evening.
Cardinals in the red road uniforms, I should say, in white for the Lady Tigers, and we are underway. And the Lady Cardinals get the first opportunity to score. They will shoot to the left. Red X out front, feeds over to Williams. Williams, right of the circle, dribbles around, reverses it back over to the right side. Open three, off of the rim, no good. Rebound, taken down by the Lady Tigers, just underway from the woodshed. There is no score. Into the forecourt, Madison O'Hara. Passes over to Savannah O'Hara. Lady Cardinals in the man. Savannah out to the top of the key. Madison over to Savannah again. Cuts down to the right baseline. That is cut off. Good defense down there by the Lady Cardinals. They'll bring the ball back out front. And it's stolen away by the Lady Cards. They'll move up the court. Quickly into the forecourt. That is McBriar. Hands the ball up, shoots and scores. Lady Cardinals will take the lead.
2-0, 6:51 left in the first.
As the Tigers move left to right into the free throw line. Looking out there. Ellis back down into the corner. Up and down low, knocked away. Bounce the ball down low in traffic, but put up on the rim, and it drops off. It is no good by Means and rebounded by the Lady Cardinals. Tipped away and out of bounds. Defense over there, Maggie Means reaches in there and slaps the ball out of bounds. Cardinals will inbound. Out to the top of the key. Dribbling around, that's Williams. Williams into the paint to McCartney. McCartney down, threw the ball away. Stolen away by Maggie Means. Up the court to Savannah O'Hara. Back out top of the key, fakes, drives in, puts it on the glass and in.
All right, now we're tied at 2 here. 5:50 left in the first quarter here at the Woodshed.
Maggie Means puts it home. We are tied at 2. Out front, McCartney. McCartney guarded out there tightly by Bannock. The ball down, lost away, picked back up. Out front, drive, free throw line, go into the lane. High bank shot is up. It is no good. McCartney, own follow shot, no good, but a foul called. 5:23 to go, first period, hacking foul. And the Lady Cardinals go to the free throw line. Free throw is up and on the rim and off. She'll toe the stripe for one more. No good again, missed them both. But rebounded by the Lady Cardinals. Breyer out front once again. McCartney dribbling around out there is Williams. Williams down the right corner, being guarded by Means. Back out front, down to the low block, in underneath, twisting, turning, over the rim, no good. On the shallow shot, up, no good, Pfeiffer, and then a foul is called.
5:02 left in the first here, tied at 2.
Pfeiffer to the free throw line. Line left. Free throw, good.
3-2 Cochranton lead.
He'll be at the line for one more. 75% foul shooter, averaging 9.6 points per ball game.
Making 100% from the line there. 4-2 Cochranton as Maplewood brings the ball down.
Down into the left corner. Now get the ball down low for the driving layup on the rim and in. The basket is good by the Lady Tigers.
Tied now 4.
Into the right forecourt. Pfeiffer spins all the way around. Over there guarded by Means. Gets the ball out to the top of the key. Drive in and lay it up to the glass and in. Good driving layup that time by the Lady Cardinals. And that was by Rodex.
6-4 Cochranton.
Savannah O'Hara. Sideline right to Means. She passed it off and the foul call. And the ball will be taken out of bounds. Second foul called. First one against Maplewood. Cochran has 2, and the ball is batted out of bounds as it was thrown in.
So Maplewood got it back again, and they...
Then a short jumper in the paint. It is good.
We're tied again at 6, 4:12 left in the first quarter.
Foley knocked that one in. Out front, down into the corner. Reverse it. Breyer has it, steps into the paint. Back out. Now over on the left wing, drive down the baseline. Right-handed layup's no good. Pfeiffer rebounded and taken out of there by Maplewood. The Lady Tigers will move up the court. We are tied in the first quarter. 3:45 remains. Outrun, Savannah O'Hara. Down to the right sideline. That is Means. Means back out front as they'll reset it up. Madison O'Hara. Madison to Savannah. Savannah goes up high, bank shot, not close. Rebound, put it up with the left hand, no good. Another foul call. Ball is out of bounds.
3:24 left in the first quarter here at Maplewood.
Free throw by Madison, no good. She'll go to the stripe for one more. In and out.
So we're still
Rebounded by
tied
the
at
Lady
6.
Tigers. Savannah Hare has it, and a charging foul.
So we're still tied at 6. The Cardinals will inbound.
And the Lady Tigers will pick them up at midcourt. Pick them up in the man. Over to Rodex, down into the corner for a high rainbow shot. I think that was partially blocked on the shot that time taken by Pfeiffer. Rebound, put it up from the left corner, no good. Then a holding foul is called on the rebound.
.303 left in the first.
Danik back in for the Lady Tigers. We're at the Woodshed tonight, tied at 6. Savannah O'Hara back out to the top of the key to Means. Bounce the ball, right wing, back out top of the key. Danik has it. Top of the key to Madison to Savannah. Savannah's going to drive into the paint, want to pass it off, then down into the left corner. A three beauty.
9-6. Maplewood takes the lead with that 3.
Long shot over there. Here come the Lady Tigers. Back on defense. Across the key. Pfeiffer has it. Turns it over.
2:22 left in this first quarter here from the Woodshed.
Slowly up the court is Savannah O'Hara. Back to the top of the key. We're on the left wing to Means. Down underneath, and ball's lost out of bounds. Ball belongs to Cochranton, trying to drive underneath the bucket. Lost the handle, out of bounds it goes. It is a 9-6 Maplewood lead. Eifert, left side Rodex. Rodex passes the ball out. Down to the sideline, back out between the circles as they rotate it over to Rodex. Rodex Piper steps into the paint at the free throw line, back out top of the key. Minute and a half to go in the first quarter. 9-6 Maplewood lead. Williams down into the right corner. Now they're going to bring the ball back out front again. McBriar. Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer's going to find a Seaman, drive and lay it up off the glass. No. Rebound Maplewood, and then a tied up possession belongs to the Tigers.
1:13 left in the first quarter. 9-6 Maplewood lead, and they've got the ball.
Savannah O'Hara just walks that ball up the middle of the court over that big Tygo logo at midcourt. Savannah dribbles to the left wing, down into the left corner. Got the ball down low. It's knocked away, but picked back up, and now it's loose on the court. Scramble is on, and timeouts called by Maplewood. Let's take this timeout on Cool 101.7. Also Armstrong. It's 9-6. Lady Tigers will be right back in 30.
From home to school and back again, Girardi LP has safely transported students in the Cochranton area for over 60 years. Whether you need a bus for wedding parties, birthday celebrations, engagement parties, class reunions, whatever your next transportation needs are, considering calling Girardi LP. Girardi LP is glad to support all Cochranton athletes. We are delivering the future. Girardi LP, 7619 Vincent Road, Cochranton. Phone 425-3603, 425-3603 for Girardi LP.
53 seconds remain in the first quarter. 9-6 Lady Tigers. They have the basketball. Savannah O'Hara Hands off to Madison O'Hara. Down to the baseline. Depends. Back out down into the corner. Here's Savannah's got it in the paint. Pull up 10-footer. No good. Rebound to Lady Tigers. Putting it up at a tie-up. They call it tie-up. Cochranton's ball. She tried to drive to the bucket. Got tied up. Some of the Maplewood fans not happy with the call, but it will stand. 31 seconds to go in the first quarter. Eifert, free throw line. Back out, 18-footer bank shot. No good out there by Rodax. Rebounded though by the Lady Cardinals. They'll bring the ball out to the top of the key and regroup. Eifert,
10 seconds.
Eifert looking, really being guarded. Turns around, needs some help. 3 seconds to go. They're not going to get a shot off, and they don't. That's the end of the first quarter with the score. It is Maplewood 9, Cochranton 6 here on Cool 101.7. And Armstrong and Cool TV will be back in 60.
Patterson's Auto Wrecking in Cochranton has been serving the surrounding area since 1958. They carry used auto and truck parts and a large selection of new aftermarket parts. Patterson's has a variety of used and rebuilt vehicles for sale. Patterson's ships parts across the country. Call 814-425-7415 or toll free 800-822-2028. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to noon. Patterson Auto Wrecking is located 3 miles south of Cochranton on Old Route 322.
This is Cool TV.
Second quarter about to get underway here at the Woodshed. Chuck Stomp, Joe Vilke, girls basketball tonight. A battle for the region lead as Maplewood comes in 5-0. Cochranton at 4-0. Nothing unusual for these two teams to battle, whether it's in basketball or in volleyball.
Yeah, for sure.
They've had some classic contests.
They have.
We've had the majority of those right here on Cool. Lady Tigers with the basketball. That's Savannah. Savannah to Madison. Down to Bannock, down into the right corner. Pens down underneath, twisting, turning, means down under the. Pass it off, gets it back now, way out on the left wing on the pass to Savannah O'Hara. Cuts into the paint, goes in, bank shot, no good. Rebound, Lady Cardinals. In there grabbing it away that time, Pfeiffer. And up the court they move, out to the top of the key. Williams, here's a three. No good, won't fall, tipped around. And a whistle and a tie-up. As that last shot was taken by Pfeiffer. And the ball will belong, I think, to Cochranton. Yes, to the right of their hoop.
9-6 lead by Maplewood right now.
Custom will inbound, fires that ball into the top of the key. Over to McCartney. McCartney out there guarded by Sheila. Over once again to Custon. Custon passes the ball up. There's a 15-foot set shot. No good. Rebound, follow shot is up. That is no good by McCartney. Out of bounds. Cardinals to throw it in again. 9-6 Lady Tigers. Just starting the second quarter. Looking, 5 seconds. Finally they get the ball and hits a Tiger in the back. Grabbing the ball up ahead to drive. The Lady Cardinals on it up and in. Maggie Means.
11-6.
She has
Maplewood.
7 in the ball game. Pfeiffer to McCartney. McCartney sideline right in front of the Tiger bench. Lobs the ball over to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer between the circles now. Down into the right corner, down the right baseline. Put a blocked away and out of bounds. Trying to drive that time was Williams.
6:27 left in the half. 11-6 Maplewood.
Lady Cardinals will inbound. Baseline right. We'll have it way out to McCartney at the point. Passes the ball off. Over there to Custon. Custon lobs the ball. Get into the paint. Bank shot is up. No good. Rodex foul called.
Cochranton going to the line.
Line left. Couple dribbles. Up around the rim and pops out. She'll go to the line for one more. It's 11-6. And she splits the pair.
11-7. Maplewood leads. 6:09 left in the half.
Lady Tigers, Savannah O'Hara to Madison. Back to Savannah. Down to the left baseline. Cochranton seals it off. Back out. Open three on the right wing. That is no good. Bannock. Rebound, Lady Cardinals. Trailing 11-7. They'll move right to left. Takes it all the way inside the arc on the left wing. Gets the ball over to Custard. Custard. Right of the circle. Back left of the circle. To McCartney. Back out to McBriar. McBriar. Gets the ball off. Once again into the paint. Lost the handle and picked up by the Lady Tigers, who lead by 4. All the way up the court, Savannah goes to the baseline, puts it up good and fouled. No basket. They wiped it off, fouled before the shot.
5:25 left in the second quarter. 11-7 Maplewood.
Both teams with one foul here in the second quarter. Inbound baseline right. Gets it into Savannah and an easy two. No good. It was Madison into Savannah right underneath the bucket for the easy deuce. 13-7. Lady Tigers are pulled ahead by 6. Down into the corner. Looking out front. Bounce the ball. Piper, but stolen away on the pass. All the way to drive and lay it up and in is Beans, and another timeout on the court by the Lady Cardinals. We'll take a timeout on cool. The score, Cochranton trails 15-7 to the Lady Tigers, back in 60.
From home to school and back again, Girardi LP has safely transported students in the Cochranton area for over 60 years. Whether you need a bus for wedding parties, birthday celebrations, engagement parties, class reunions, whatever your next transportation needs are, considering calling Girardi LP. Girardi LP is glad to support all Cochranton athletes. We are delivering the future. Girardi LP, 7619 Vincent Road, Cochranton. Phone 425-3603, 425-3603 for Girardi LP.
Patterson's Auto Wrecking in Cochranton has been serving the surrounding area since 1958. They carry used auto and truck parts and a large selection of new aftermarket parts. Patterson's has a variety of used and rebuilt vehicles for sale. Patterson's ships parts across the country. Call 814-425-7415 or toll free 800-822-2028. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to noon. Patterson Auto Wrecking is located 3 miles south of Cochranton on Old.
And we're back underway. Cochranton has the ball. Lady Tigers lead 15-7. Bank shot in the paint is up. No good. McCartney rebounded by Maplewood, giving Cochranton just one shot before they clear it away. Savannah O'Hara, there's your traveling.
4:29 left before halftime. 15-7 lead by your Maplewood Lady Tigers. Somebody fixing their shoe, it looks like.
Nice bright orange shoes out there. Can't miss her.
That's right. I don't think the laces are orange, but the shoes are. Thumbs up.
And we're ready to roll.
Got to have those laces tied.
Absolutely. Don't want to trip. McCartney looking. Pass the ball down to the corner. Wide open three, and that's off target. No good by Williams, but rebound laid up onto the rim and off. That's no good. Rebounded Maplewood and traveling against the Lady Tigers. called against post. Way out front. McBriar has it. Round the horn, and they call for a hand check. (15-7), Lady Tigers. Cochranton could use a hoop right here.
They sure could.
Try to get back in, bounce the ball right into the baseline. She tried to put up, blocked away. Rebound, turnaround, short jumpers up. That is no good. Rodax in underneath. The battle's on. Who got the basketball? Finally, the Lady Tigers come away with that scramble in underneath. And
tough to see.
Try to add to a 15-7 lead. 3:40 to go here in this second quarter. Cool and Armstrong, Cool TV. Got
Easy
the ball
too.
in underneath, laid up and in by Frazier.
17-7. Maplewood leads.
That's
3:30 left.
First two in the contest. Lady Cardinals. Rodex down into the corner to Williams. Back out for the three. Left of the circle. That is off the rim. No good. Piper. Rebounded by the Lady Cards. The man-to-man by the Lady Tigers. McBriar. Free throw line. High post. Back over. Piper goes in to pass the ball back down to the left corner. They'll reverse it back out front again. Bounce the ball off on the give and go. An easy hoop. Good pass out front. Got the ball down underneath the Rodex for the two. And it's 17-9. Lady Tigers.
2:40.
Down to the baseline underneath and lost out of bounds by Maplewood. Tomorrow night on Cool 101.7 and Cool TV, we're bringing you more boys basketball. It's a rivalry. It'll be Cambridge Springs at Sagertown. Coverage from the Panther Cage begins around 7 o'clock. Here come the Lady Cards. Eifert on the right wing. Back out top of the key. McCartney has it, steps into the paint, pass, another steal, and another, no! Blowing the layup was Means, but the Lady Tigers come away with it. Savannah O'Hara, Madison O'Hara under the hoop, passes the ball off, double team, trapped and fouled, was Means as she tried to take the ball to the rack.
2:03 left before halftime here on Cool 101.7, Cool TV, and Armstrong.
And so Maggie will go to the free throw line. So far in the ball game, she is the leading scorer. 2, 4, 6, 9 points. First trip to the free throw line tonight. Nope. Toe the stripe for one more. Averages 10 points a ball game. Sights it, shoots it, hits it.
Make that 18-9 Maplewood.
And they'll drop off once again. Pick up the Cardinals as they bring the ball into the forecourt. Eifert. Right side Williams. Williams guarded by Madison O'Hara. Bounces the ball off. Did get the ball to Piper. Lays it up, missed the layup. Another tie-up. Possession Maplewood.
1:44 left in the second.
And once again, the point guard will bring the ball ahead. Into the right wing. Lob the ball into Savannah, but tapped away. And Cochranton's got the ball. See if they can capitalize on the turnover by the Lady Tigers. Eifert passed the ball to Williams down to the left corner, back out front. Now down into the right corner on pass to Eifert, to Williams, to McCartney, back to Piper again. 13-footer straight out, that's no good. Rebound to Lady Tigers once again, giving Cochranton a shot, and then a holding foul called against Cochranton.
1:05 left before halftime here. 18-9 lead by Maplewood.
They don't post who the player was that committed the foul, so they have no idea. And we were on the other side of the court in which the officials signaled to the official score who made the foul, so Well, we know that Cochranton has 3 fouls, Maplewood 2 in this second quarter, under a minute to go. Savannah puts it up, baseline 12-footer, no. Rebounded by Cochranton. Up ahead comes Rodex. Rodex passes the ball off to Williams, back to Rodex. She's on the three-point arc on the right side. 35 seconds remain in the first half. Bounce the ball over to Rodex. Rodex called for traveling. Means will step out of bounds to throw the ball in. She'll trigger that ball into Madison O'Hara. Back to Rodex.
20 seconds.
Rodex. The Cardinal man-to-man. Drive against Madison and hands the ball off. Basket is good. She got the ball off the beans.
20-9.
Here goes Rodex, 3 left of the circle, bingo!
Nice.
That is at the end of the second quarter, and a big hoop by the Lady Cardinals to bring them back to within 8. We're at halftime at the Woodshed in Maplewood with the score, Maplewood 20, Cochranton 12. We'll take this 2-minute timeout on Cool 101.7, Cool TV, and Armstrong.
From home to school and back again, Girardi LP has safely transported students in the Cochranton area for over 60 years. Whether you need a bus for wedding parties, birthday celebrations, engagement parties, class reunions, whatever your next transportation needs are, considering calling Girardi LP. Girardi LP is glad to support all Cochranton athletes. We are delivering the future. Girardi LP, 7619 Vincent Road, Cochranton. Phone 425-3603, 425-3603 for Girardi LP.
Patterson's Auto Wrecking in Cochranton has been serving the surrounding area since 1958. They carry used auto and truck parts and a large selection of new aftermarket parts. Patterson's has a variety of used and rebuilt vehicles for sale. Patterson's ships parts across the country. Call 814-425-7415 or toll free 800-822-2028. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to noon. Patterson Auto Wrecking is located 3 miles south of Cochranton on Old Route 322.
This is Cool TV.
It's halftime at the Woodshed, Maplewood High School, in this girls' game between Cochranton and Maplewood. And the Lady Tigers took a 9-6 lead after a very low scoring first period. It wasn't much scoring actually in the second period, although Maplewood did come away with a total in the period of 11 points, while the Lady Cardinals had a total of 6 to build out to a 20-12 lead. And the Lady Cardinals got a little momentum right there at the end of the first half, Joe, with Rodex knocking down that triple, something that they really needed.
They definitely needed that to get back into it, so a way to go back into the locker room to talk about, hey, you know what, we're still in this game here. So 20-12 is where it stands right now. Here at the half at the Woodshed here. We got a little late start because we had kind of a barn burner for a JV game. And but you know, this game a little less close, let's just say. 20-12, the Maplewood Lady Tigers lead on this one. So we've got some youngsters that are out here kind of practicing a little bit here and playing a little bit out here. So if you can see that on Cool TV or Armstrong here on WMVL, Linesville, Meadville. And as we continue on here, I'm filling in for Big Gare tonight. He is, his other hat is that he's standing by to plow snow up in the Ashtabula area. Yeah. And it sounds like from this winter storm warning that's on the docket to start at 1 a.m. tonight, we might actually get some real snow. I hate to say that, and then we don't get any of it because the people that like to ski and snowboard and all that stuff are going to be like, hey, wait a minute, But anyway. We've got a winter storm warning. It's going to go right through Sunday morning, so we may see some snow. So Gary might have something to plow, and the rest of us might have something to shovel or snow blow or whatever else.
Maybe he won't be able to get out of Ashtabula come tomorrow either with the snow blowing in.
Yeah, he might not.
He may have to sub again tomorrow night from
I might have to. I may. I'll tell you what. It keeps me busy when we're running Cool TV here and also simulcasting at Armstrong tonight when you're doing radio and TV at the same time. I'm trying to keep everything working right.
Very good. Doing a fine job. Yeah.
So far, we're still on the air, so that's a good sign on Cool TV.
Definitely a good sign.
Yeah.
Do want to remind you tonight's broadcast being brought to you in part by these fine folks. We have Girardi LP, Patterson Auto Wrecking, Donovan Bauer Auto Group, Bradley Automotive, Howard Hanna, Bainbridge Kaufman Real Estate, Walker Brothers Chevrolet. Also, we have the area shopper, Westbury United Methodist Retirement Community, Flex TV and Appliance, and by Armstrong.
And speaking of Armstrong, of course, we're on Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, the old CTV 13, which is, of course, Armstrong Channel 100 and 23. So we appreciate having them along for the ride. They're a great partner with us here for sports coverage and all the other things that we end up covering as well. So,
okay, the Cardinals are coming away with a couple 6-point periods for their 12. Maplewood 9 and 11 for their 20 in this battle for first place in region number 3. We're going to take another timeout. When we come back, we'll take a look at the scoring. Get ready for the second half. Once again, it is the Lady Tigers 20, the Lady Cardinals 12 on Cool and Armstrong.
From home to school and back again, Girardi LP has safely transported students in the Cochranton area for over 60 years. Whether you need a bus for wedding parties, birthday celebrations, engagement parties, class reunions, whatever your next transportation needs are, considering calling Girardi LP. Girardi LP is glad to support all Cochranton athletes. We are delivering the future. Girardi LP, 7619 Vincent Road, Cochranton. Phone 425-3603, 425-3603 for Girardi LP.
Patterson's Auto Wrecking in Cochranton has been serving the surrounding area since 1958. They carry used auto and truck parts and a large selection of new aftermarket parts. Patterson's has a variety of used and rebuilt vehicles for sale. Patterson's ships parts across the country. Call 814-425-7415 or toll free 800-822-2028. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to noon. Patterson Auto Wrecking is located 3 miles south of Cochranton on Old Route 322.
This is Cool TV.
And now let's take a look at the scoring in this first half. First of all, for Maplewood, Savannah O'Hara, 2 field goals for 4. Madison O'Hara has not scored. Maggie Means leading all scorers at the half. She has 4 deuces, a triple, 1 or 2 from the line, total of 12 points. Foley has a field goal for 2. Frazier coming off of the bench. Ella has a field goal for 2. Maplewood from the free throw line tonight has hit just 1 of 3. And they have a total of 1 triple. For the Cochranton Cardinals, it is Shelby McBride. She has a field goal, and she has a total of 3 of 4 from the free throw line for 5. Williams has a total of 1 triple for 3. Marley Rodex, 2 field goals for 4. And Clara McCartney, she is in with 0 for 2 from the free throw line. The Cochranton Cardinals, 3 of 4 from the free throw line and 1 3. That was knocked down by Williams right with the last few seconds remaining on the clock to end the first half. We're about 30 seconds away from half number 2. Thank you for joining us on Cool 101.7, Cool1017online.com, Cool TV, or we welcome our Armstrong listeners tonight.
Or viewers.
Yes.
They might even be looking at us.
Well, they could be. They could be listening and viewing.
And both.
All right. We're ready for the second half. Cochranton inbound. Rodex inbounds from midcourt to Pfeiffer. To Williams. Williams looking. Finally dribbles to the top of the key. Bounce the ball down to the baseline. But quickly Savannah's there and shuts down that baseline, so they'll bring the ball out front again. Down underneath, a bank shot is up, and it is good. Basket is good by the Cardinals. McCartney, her first 2 points of the night, and then a turnover by Maplewood.
Okay.
20-14.
Yeah, the Cardinals needed that bucket.
Rodex will inbound. Way out to Williams. Williams between the circles, over on the left wing to McCartney, top of the key. Down into the right corner, versing it out, Pfeiffer. Williams has it. Williams to McCartney. McCartney backing off a little bit. He's the ball over there once again. Rodex, top of the key. Pfeiffer gonna penetrate, then lays the ball out left wing into the paint. Pass the ball off. Baseline open. Jumper is up. That's no good. Williams battles on. Tie up. Jump ball possession will this time go to Maplewood, who leads 20-14.
6:54 left in the third quarter.
Maplewood looking for their 12th victory of the season. Lady Cardinals are at 500 right now, but the important thing is in the region, both teams undefeated. There's a pick and roll there, drive and lay it up, no good. On the missed shot by Savannah, Cochranton races the ball to the forecourt. Open three, no good, short off the iron. Williams rebounded, Rodex puts it up for the deuce in the paint.
20-16.
Maplewood will take time, a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back. Cardinals are coming back. It's 20-16 Lady Tigers. And the Lady Tigers have the ball as we get back in action here. They lead it 20-16. Lady Cardinals in here with the last 4 points, trying to get back into this contest. Madison O'Hara down to the corner. Savannah, 3-note, but she got fouled. She was in three-point land. She should get 3 shots, and she will.
Maplewood has led it by as much as 10, I believe, tonight.
That they have, and it will be. Savannah to toe the stripe, first trip to the free throw line tonight. Averages over 11 points per ball game, missed the free throw. She'll toe the stripe for her second shot. In and out and out. Well, halfway down.
Man.
But Lady Tigers get the ball back. Another three.
Wow.
Runners up, no good by Madison. They get the ball again. Savannah underneath the Masselman. The ball is blocked away. That time blocked by Rodex. Now here's a three on the other end of the court. No good. Pfeiffer rebound in underneath, and then we're going to end up on tie up. Was that? No, foul call. Ball goes to the Lady Tigers, up by 4.
5:49 left in the third here at the Woodshed.
Come the Tigers from right to left. Savannah O'Hara over on the left wing. Just throw it up off of the rim, about halfway down and pop back out. I call it rebound Cochranton. Corner right. Odex has got it. Triggers the ball over on the left side. Pfeiffer. Rodex right of the circle. Holding. Makes a pass. Lobs the ball off McBriar. Briar free throw line. Lady Tigers have shut down McBriar tonight, the leading scorer for Cochranton. Had 5 points at intermission. Rodex has it out front. Dribbles between the circles. Under 5 to go. Running clock, third quarter. Whistle, another foul. And that's the first against Maplewood in the third quarter.
4:53 left in the third quarter.
In the Pfeiffer, left of the circle. Free throw line, back out Williams, 3. Good!
Wow. Now it's a 20-19 score. 1 point lead by Maplewood. 4:40 left in the third.
She's the one that nailed it just before the end of the half to get the Cardinals back. They were trailing 20-9. There's a three on the other end of the court. Beauty.
23-19 Maplewood.
And that was Maggie Means, her second triple of the night. She has 15 points, leading all scorers tonight. Cartney, Williams pulls up, 15-footer off of the iron, no good. Underneath, tie up. Possession is going to be favor of the Cochranton Cardinals. 23-19. Inbound, sideline left. Now in the paint, just thrown up, hit the backboard.
All the way to
no
the
good,
top.
but rebound and put it up. No good, Pfeiffer, no good. Another tie-up. This possession will go to Maplewood.
Yeah, the ball almost went over the top of the back of the backboard there.
Yeah, if it gets on top and goes over, that's out of bounds. Here goes Savannah O'Hara. Down into the left corner. 3, no good Means. Rebound, another tie-up. This time Cochranton will take over. 7-3 run by Cochranton in this third quarter to pull to within 4. Even though they were within to 1. Free throw line back off a little bit. The Pfeiffer, top of the key, McBriar. McBriar pushes the ball over in the right wing. And that's McCartney. McCartney draping all over her. Out to the top of the key is McBriar. And we're going to have a 5-second call against Maplewood's ball.
23-19, third quarter, 3:20 left in the third.
Between the circles, Savannah. Fake pass down into the corner. Madison O'Hara bounces the ball off. In the paint, double team trap. They'll pass the ball out to the left wing. Out front. Ball is handed off to Savannah. She'll reset. Cardinals in the man. Bounce the ball down to the low block, tipped out of bounds by McBriar of Cochranton. 23-19, 2:54 to go here in this third quarter at Maplewood. Down to the baseline of the paint, Savannah's got it. Dishes the ball off for a long 3 on the left wing. That is no good by Bannock, but Maplewood gets it and then passing the ball off. That's off the fingertips of Means and out of bounds to Cochranton, who can draw closer, trailing 23-19.
Maplewood's led by as much as 10 tonight earlier.
Actually, they was up a little bit more on that.
A little bit more than that, yeah,
yes,
you're
they
right.
were. It was 20-9.
Oh, that's right.
Before that hoop.
Yeah.
Just at the end of that first half. It's knocked down by Williams. In underneath, trying to drive the bucket, foul call. That's McBriar. Cochran trying to get her into the scoring column here. She just has a total of 5. She had a field goal in the first and 3 or 4 from the free throw line. For them to win tonight, she's got a scoring as she's averaging over 12.5 points a ball game, lying right. Free throw. The rim and in.
23-20. Maplewood leads.
1 now coming up for Shelby. Puts this one up to the rim and same thing, roll on the rim and dropped home. And we have a 2-point Maplewood lead and another timeout on the court. This will be a 30. We'll be back in a moment on Cool and Armstrong.
From home to school and back again, Girardi LP has safely transported students in the Cochranton area for over 60 years. Whether you need a bus for wedding parties, birthday celebrations, engagement parties, class reunions, whatever your next transportation needs are, considering calling Girardi LP. Girardi LP is glad to support all Cochranton athletes. We are delivering the future. Girardi LP, 7619 Vincent Road, Cochranton. Phone 425-3603, 425-3603 for Girardi LP.
All right, 2:21 to go in the third quarter. Good one here tonight from the Woodshed. Chuck Stop, Joe Vilke. On the call, 23-21, Lady Tigers lead. Led throughout the contest. At the end of the first quarter, tied at 6. Then at the half, it was 20-12. Lady Tigers have the ball. Savannah O'Hara drives to the right wing, top of the key to Madison O'Hara. Pushes to the left wing, open 3, buried. Beautiful 3 by Maggie Means.
26-21 Maplewood.
That's her third 3 of the night. They have 4 on the night triples, and it's a 5-point lead. Bounce the ball out front. Cochran, did they turn it over? No, last touch by a Lady Tiger. Over there trying to save it was Maggie Means, touching it before it ran out of bounds, and so the ball belongs to Cochranton. Williams, top of the key. Over to McCartney. McCartney at the point. These two. Carney between the circles. Pifley. Rodax down to the baseline for the deuce, and good. Basket is good by the Lady Cardinals. That is Pfeiffer.
26-23
That's
Maplewood.
our first points of the night. And it is 3-point Lady Tiger lead. They're short off the iron. No good by Maplewood. Rebound Cochranton. Top of the key. Just holding there. Now pass the ball down to the right corner. Back out to the point. Cardney, McBriar, Lively. Eve passes the ball off. Back over to McCartney again. Drives in, pulls up, 10-foot banker, won't go. Rebounded Maplewood.
30 seconds left in the third.
Basketball is hauled down by Madison O'Hara. There's Savannah's got it now. Hands the ball off over there in front of the Tiger bench. Pence has it. Pass the ball back out front to Savannah. Coming up on the 10-minute second mark of the third quarter. Savannah has it down the baseline, puts it up over the rim. No good. Rebound. Brought down by Maplewood. Put up, round the rim and off. Basket no good. Means rebound Cochranton. They don't get a shot off. That's the end of the third quarter. We'll go to the fourth quarter from Maplewood tonight to Woodshed. The score, it is Maplewood 26, Cochranton 23. We'll be right back.
Patterson's Auto Wrecking in Cochranton has been serving the surrounding area since 1958. They carry used auto and truck parts and a large selection of new aftermarket parts. Patterson's has a variety of used and rebuilt vehicles for sale. Patterson's ships parts across the country. Call 814-425-7415 or toll free 800-822-2028. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to noon. Patterson Auto Wrecking is located 3 miles south of Cochranton on Old Route 322.
This is Cool TV.
Here we go into the fourth quarter. It's a close one here tonight between Maplewood and Cochranton on Cool and Armstrong. 26-23, that's your score. Tigers with the lead and the basketball to start off the final 8. Savannah O'Hara will just dribble into the top of the key, round the horn, go to the left wing, kick it back out front. Looking in the arc, down to the baseline, put up a short jumper on the rim and off, no good. Bannock, rebound Cochranton. Here they come on the attack, down by 3. Eifert drops the ball off at the top of the key. McBrier's got it. McBrier in traveling violation against the Cards.
26-23, Tigers lead.
Tigers had an 8-point lead going to the third quarter. We were tied at 6 at the end of 1. So it's been a close one most of the night. Means out front to Bannock. On the ball over her head. He's going to drive to the right of the lane. Bounce the ball down to the baseline to Madison. Back out, free throw line. Shot is good and fouled. The basket is good by Desmond.
28-23, Maplewood
has a chance for the three-point play the old-fashioned way, the field goal and then a free throw. They lead by 5, looking to go up by 6. Pence at the line. Line left, up, on the rim and in.
29-23, Maplewood.
Cardinals will bring the ball ahead. Look at the Maplewood man-to-man defense. Williams, free throw line. Kicks the ball back to Rodex. Top of the key, McCartney down into the right corner. Into the paint. Hyver will put it up, rolls it on the rim and in.
29-25, Tigers.
He with 4 points in the contest. Lady Tigers trying to add to that lead. Left-handed dribble, pass the ball to Madison. Back out front, down into the right corner. McBrier all over Madison. That's the ball out front. Savannah has it, left baseline. That's shut off by the Cardinals, so Madison has it, puts it up with the right hand, around the rim, it dropped off. Rebound tie-up, and the possession will belong to Cochranton. 29-25, that's our score. Almost 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Cool and Armstrong bringing the action tonight. Chuck Stomp along with Joe Vilke. Thank you for joining us here at the Woodshed. McBrier, top of the key. That's an air ball and out of bounds to Maplewood.
5:54 left in the game. 29-25, Maplewood leads.
Reminder once again, tomorrow night we'll be at Sagertown, weather permitting, and they'll host Cambridge Springs in the boys' battle. That should be a good one. There always is. Down to the right baseline, double team track. Ball is loose, picked up by the Lady Tigers, and then what? Timeout. 60-second timeout on the court. Time in for this message. Maplewood 29, Cochranton 25. Back in 60.
From home to school and back again, Girardi LP has safely transported students in the Cochranton area for over 60 years. Whether you need a bus for wedding parties, birthday celebrations, engagement parties, class reunions, whatever your next transportation needs are, considering calling Girardi LP. Girardi LP is glad to support all Cochranton athletes. We are delivering the future. Girardi LP, 7619 Vincent Road, Cochranton. Phone 425-3603, 425-3603 for Girardi LP.
This is Cool TV.
Action back underway. Madison O'Hara went for the three on the left wing, missed it. Ball goes out of bounds. Cochranton has the ball, trailing 29-25. In the lane, McCartney will drive and lay it up. No good. Rebound, Maplewood. And they'll move from right to left. 5:15 remains in the game, at least in regulation. JV game went into OT. Lady Tigers ended up with a victory. At the high post was Madison, feeds the ball back out to Savannah. Savannah out front, guarded out there by Rodex. Dumps the ball down low on the give and go down the lane. Lay it up and the basket is good. Basket is good once again by Means. What a game. I have that as her 20th point of the night. 31-25. So the Cardinals into the paint. Pifley back out front. Open three. Rodex. It won't go. She's had a couple tonight. Rebound Maplewood. Triple team. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Ball belongs to the Lady Tigers.
4:33 left in the contest.
And the Lady Tigers from right to left. Savannah O'Hara, right baseline double team, passes the ball out to the right side, back down to Savannah, down the left baseline, passes the ball off, free throw line, shooting and scoring. This time is Depence.
33-25, Maplewood leads, 4:05 left.
Opening it up now to an 8-point lead. And the ball is kicked out of bounds by the Lady Tigers. Rodexel inbound. 4 minutes exactly showing on the scoreboard clock, fourth quarter. Into McCartney. Back out to Rodex. Rodex. McCartney. Sideline left. Free throw line. Rodex has got it right of the circle. Go left wing. Drive, dumps the ball off. Hifley does. Payne tried to go up with a shot, lost it. Picked up Maplewood. Now here's a turnover by the Lady Tigers. Back into the paint, in underneath. McBriar drives, scores, fouled.
Cochranton needed that one. 3:31 left in the game. They trail 33-27.
She looks for 10th point of the night, line right. 3 of 4 from the stripe tonight. Free throw is good.
33-28.
Just like that, it's down to 5, and we'll have another timeout on the court. Let's take this timeout on Cool and Armstrong. 33-28, Tigers back in 30. Yes, indeed, the Lady Tigers will have the basketball. When action gets back underway, 33-28, they lead. Savannah O'Hara, right straight up the middle of the court. Lobs the ball to Madison. Madison under the hoop to the rack, up on off the rim. A little short, rebounded. They'll call a jump ball. Possession will be Maplewood. Madison out of bounds to trigger it in. Left of their bucket. 5 seconds. Bounces the ball in and goes back out of bounds again.
Maplewood has it again.
Madison O'Hara will throw it in. Looking. It's that ball in underneath. Shot in the paint is no good by Savannah, but she got fouled. She'll be up the stripe for 2. Tonight 0 for 2 from the free throw line. She has just 2 points. She is averaging 11.3 on the campaign. Free throw. Nope. Maplewood coming into the period just 1 of 5. Nailed that one.
34-28, 3:13 left in the game.
Across the timeline into the forecourt comes Means. Pass the ball off left wing. 3 McBriar, or rather on the left wing was no good by McBriar. But rebound, hacking foul is called. Ooh, and that calls against the Cards. Maplewood's ball.
2:59 left in the game.
Once again, Savannah O'Hara will bring the ball up the court. And she dumps the ball off. Takes the ball to the right wing, down to the right sideline, over to Madison. Madison spinning around top of the key. Madison down to the left wing, cross-court pass. Open, shooting. No good on the shot. Means rebound Cochranton. They'll bring the ball up the court. McBriar to Williams. To McCartney, cross-court pass. Lively. Now drive again, lay it up and in. Oh, nice drive, laying it up and in for the Lady Cardinals of McBriar.
34-30, isn't it?
She has 12 in the ball game. 34-28. Madison to Savannah. And out of bounds, last touch by, which way's it going? Lady Tiger stepped out of bounds. Now they'll change personnel. Who's taking it out of bounds? It'll be Madison. Tipped away and stole, almost stole. Maplewood's got it and knocked away and out of bounds.
Went into the other gym.
34-30, that's the score.
Yeah, I thought it was 34-30.
Oh, they finally put it on the board.
They finally put it on the board.
I just looked up there and
I saw the 28 there, but I thought it was 34-30, and it is 34-30. Maplewood leads.
Bounce that ball down low and knocked out of bounds. It'll be Maplewood's ball. Clock ticks to 1:46. Looking, finally gets the ball in there. Gonna drive, found the seam drive, lay it up, no good. Madison, rebound, Cochranton down by 4. Not over yet, folks.
No, it's
McBriar,
not.
between the circles, passes off to Rodax. Rodax to Williams. Williams. Eifert to McCartney, drive into the lane, puts it up high off the glass, no good. Rebound, Lady Tigers. They'll come out of there with a basketball. 4-point lead, 1:15 to go. Savannah O'Hara, double teamed. Turns all the way around, needs some help. And another timeout on the court. This time let's take a 30-second timeout. 34-30, Tigers with 1:08 to go. 68 seconds to go, and this one here tonight has been a good one at the Woodshed at Maplewood High School. The Lady Tigers lead it 34-30. After the Cardinals were down by 11, they had cut it back to within 1, but the Lady Tigers have stayed tough in this period. Cochranton has only scored a total of 7 points, and the Lady Tigers 5, 6, 7, 8. But it's not over yet. But the Lady Tigers do have the ball. Try to run a little clock here or get fouled. Double team track, Savannah. Savannah passes the ball off to Madison, drives to lay it up, foul.
A minute 1 left in the game.
Foul is on Pfeiffer. And Madison to the free throw line. Madison tonight 0 for 2 from the stripe, yet to score. There she goes. She averages 10 points a ball game. Maggie Mean's been the lady tonight. The Lady Tigers with 20 points. Madison, one more, in and out. Rebound, Cochranton. Under a minute to go. Cardinals looking for a three here. Top of the key. Over there's Pfeiffer. Free throw line across the paint. Passes the ball off. Putting the ball out front, tipped away. Picked back up. Dodex take the short jumper, no good. Ball's loose. Lady Tigers got it. Coming up on the half-minute mark. 5-point lead, Maplewood. Time to grab the lead in the region with a victory tonight. They'd come in 5-0, Cochranton 4-0. Foul. That's the 5th against Cochranton. 2 frees coming up. Line left for Savannah. Good.
36-30 now.
She'll toe the stripe for another one. Up and no good. Out of there, but rebounded by the Lady Tigers. And then a jump ball, Cochranton's ball.
27.4 seconds left. 36-30.
Couple trays. And they got to do it in a hurry. McBriar Williams, three-corner right, no good. Rebound, tie-up, possession, Maplewood, that should do it. The Lady Tigers look like they're going to go 12-3 on the campaign overall. And in the region, they'll go to 6-0. Cochran will still remain in second place. The other teams behind those two have at least 2 losses. One of them, Cambridge Springs. They're going to just dribble out the clock, and this one is all over. Final score, Maplewood 36, Cochranton 30 from the Woodshed. They get the victory here tonight. We want to say good night to our viewers on Armstrong, and we'll be back on Cool 101.7 and begin the wrap-up. Once again, your final score, it is 36 Lady Tigers, 30 Lady Cardinals.
From home to school and back again, Girardi LP has safely transported students in the Cochranton area for over 60 years. Whether you need a bus for wedding parties, birthday celebrations, engagement parties, class reunions, whatever your next transportation needs are, considering calling Girardi LP. Girardi LP is glad to support all Cochranton athletes. We are delivering the future. Girardi LP, 7619 Vincent Road, Cochranton. Phone 425-3603, 425-3603 for Girardi LP.
Patterson's Auto Wrecking in Cochranton has been serving the surrounding area since 1958. They carry used auto and truck parts and a large selection of new aftermarket parts. Patterson's has a variety of used and rebuilt vehicles for sale. Patterson's ships parts across the country. Call 814-425-7415 or toll free 800-822-2028. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to noon. Patterson Auto Wrecking is located 3 miles south of Cochranton on Old Route 322.
This is Cool TV.
And welcome right back to the woodshed, where tonight the Lady Tigers claim first place in the region with the victory over the Lady Cardinals 36-30. At the end of one, it was all tied up at 6. Cochranton scored 6 in the second quarter for 12 points, but the Lady Tigers come away with 11. They led it 20-12. Cochranton scored 11 in the third. The Lady Tigers scored 6. We had a close contest, 26-23 going to the final quarter. Cochranton could only muster up 7 points in the final period, while it was a 10 spot for the Lady Tigers. The Lady Tigers get the victory by 6, 36-30, Joe.
Yeah, what a evening here. You know, the JV game was an overtime game. You know, this turned into quite a contest in the varsity game, pretty darn close to the end. So an exciting game. You know, some teams that, probably see each other again a little bit later on. And, we got a little time before the playoffs, obviously. But, that'll be here before we know it. And we'll be looking forward to that, too. So, but... it's a great game to watch. Hopefully you got to enjoy it here on Cool TV and Cool Radio. And we're going to do this all over again tomorrow night, Chuck. And then we've got the alumni game that's coming up on Saturday, which that'll be a lot of fun. To tell you a little bit about that, there's the between Cash and Mash, but this includes not just Cash and Mash players. It's going to include, former Linesville High School players, Conneaut Valley players, and Conneaut Lake High School players, and of course Cash, and then Mash as well. So it's going to start off with a ladies game at 6 o'clock, and then it'll be a boys game after that. We're going to have them both here on Cool Radio and Cool TV. It's going to be Saturday night. We get started with a pregame at about 5:45, so that should be a lot of fun. So we're looking forward to that. Just a fun game. It'll be interesting to see, Chuck, if there's going to be how wide the range of age is going to be. There may be some people from your class, from Conneaut Lake, from the class of what class was that, Chuck?
66, I doubt
1966.
I don't think there will be many there.
You don't think?
Not from my class, I doubt it.
You never know.
Although from my class, I was on that state championship back in 65.
Maybe they'll play.
Well, one's in Florida, so probably not.
Well, you think about it. We could have anybody out there.
That's true. That went to those schools over the years.
Right. So we'll find out. It'll be interesting. It'll be a fun one to watch and listen to here. So we're looking forward to having you along here. Oh, we also want to thank our friends here, the support staff here at Maplewood. They always roll the red carpet out. They have to do a little extra work around here for us to come in. Some schools, the press box is just there and ready to go. But we're up here in the stands. You can see it on our Cool TV camera that we're up in the air. But they have to help us out with electric and stuff like that. Pretty much since COVID, we've been up here in the stands because it gives us a better vantage point and a little bit easier for us to see the play. So we've kind of stayed up here. We did this, like I said, we did this in COVID times, and it's worked out. So we thank them for their help because they roll out the red carpet for us. We appreciate it. Like I said, some schools they don't have to do a lot of setup, and we appreciate them too. Here, it's a little extra work.
All right, let's take a look at the scoring. Lady Tigers win at 36-30. Leading them tonight, Maggie Means. She had a total of 3 threes out here tonight, 1 or 2 from the line. She ends up with 20 points. Other scoring, Savannah O'Hara averaging over 11 a ball game, was held to 6, 2 of 6 from the free throw line. Madison O'Hara averaging over 10 a ball game, just 1 of 4 from the free throw line for 1 point. Field goal for Coley for 2. Another field goal in the contest, and that was by Despa. She had 2 points, 3 points in the ball game also tonight. Bannock knocked down 3, and it was a field goal for Frazier. They had a total of 3 threes and just 4 of 12 from the free throw line, but still got the victory. For the Cochranton Cardinals, 1 player in double figures, and that was Shelby McBriar. She had 12 points. 4 points for Eve Pfeiffer, 6 points for Williams, 6 points for Rodex, and another 2 for McCartney. The Cardinals 6 of 9 from the free throw line, and Rodex had the 2 threes in the contest for the Cochranton Cardinals. So the Lady Cardinals drop this one and fall one behind the Lady Tigers, but Lady Tigers yet they have to come to Cochranton later in the second half. So we'll look forward. I'm sure we'll be down here to cover that one, Joe.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Because one thing is, just that little difference of the home court advantage could have a difference in a game like this that's closely matched teams the way they are.
These two teams have easily handled the other teams in the region. So it probably will come down to them, and probably that final game to decide whether they end up in a tie or Maplewood wins it all. That's going to do it. We want to thank all our fine listeners, whether you're on Cool 101.7, Cool TV, or on Armstrong tonight. Thank you very much for that. And also, thanks to Daryl Dre back at the station. We'll use his services again tomorrow night from Sagertown. Of course, thanks to Joe Vilke, double duty tonight, adding color and
busy.
also behind the camera.
That's right. We have a lot of people that have been watching us on Cool TV. I'd go down through the names, but it would take a while. But I know of some of these people that are on here. I recognize the names, and they are from a great distance away. So we're glad people are able to see it, that are people that can't be here, and that's what we're here for. Okay, we want to remind you tonight's broadcast has been brought to you in part by Girardi LP, Patterson Auto Wrecking, Howard Hanna, Bainbridge Kaufman Real Estate, Walker Brothers Chevrolet, Bradley Automotive, Donovan and Bauer Auto Group, by Armstrong, Flicks TV and Appliance, Westbury United Methodist Retirement Community, and by the Area Shopper. Once again, the final score in this girls' game, Maplewood 36, Cochranton 30. We'll talk to you tomorrow night from Sagertown Boys Basketball, the rivalry. The Panthers entertain the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils. From the Woodshed in Maplewood, Chuck Stopp for Joe Vilke, bidding you a very pleasant good evening.
From the award-winning studios of Cool 101.7 Radio. Celebrating 50 years in your ears, we introduce Cool TV, live streaming of local sports and community events. Cool TV, streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and at cool1017online.com.